Hello, my name is Christal Potter. I'm from Florence, South Carolina, but I'm currently living in Orlando, Florida. Beautiful, sunny Florida. I moved here 2 years ago to pursue my Disney aspirations, and I feel very blessed that that dream came true. Now, first I'll tell you why I wanted to be a part of the Disney family. Much like many of you, Disney has been such a special part of the traditions made with my family over the years. We celebrate birthdays, holidays, accomplishments, and just for fun days. I think that it would be so special to be a part of helping other families make special memories and traditions as they go on their trips. So I'm very glad that I was able to do that for a while. Now, 2 years ago when I started to apply, I was looking everywhere for a role that I felt I would do well in. And now I wanted something, whether it be entertainment, something where I would be out front with people, engaging with them in character of some kind. And so I had no idea that a role at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique would be open. For years I kept looking and glancing, but 2 years ago is when I began to really apply, and I was so grateful. I was actually visiting the parks with my family in the spring, and I was like, I'm gonna look on the website today and see what happens to be on there. And what do you know, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is on the career page, and I thought, oh, I have to do this. I was actually very hesitant at first because I had no cosmetology experience whatsoever. My sister actually is the one who shines in that area. But I had been working for a character company for a few years where I was able to portray different characters, storybook characters for children's parties and community events. And so I had some experience with storytelling, and I loved making little children feel special and extra fancy. So I was like, I will give it a shot. So I applied, and a couple weeks went by. I was getting a little bit nervous. I had no idea what to expect or when I would hear from anyone. Well, each step of the process would move along, and I was like, well, this is good. They're not rejecting me yet, so hopefully it'll all work out. Well, I got an email 2 weeks in saying that I was invited for a phone interview. So I committed to the phone interview, which after that was to take a little assessment online, really easy, just to kind of get to know where you are, kind of your background sort of thing. And then after that was completed, I was very grateful to be able to move on to the in-person interview. Now, you did have the choice to do it on the phone again or in person, and I was like, I have to be there in person. This is a wonderful experience. Even if I don't get the job, I want to be able to have the experience of going to the casting center. And so I went there and had the loveliest interview, and it was just the most sweetest experience. I think my favorite memory was sitting in the waiting room, the little lobby, as Bambi was playing and the little April shower song was playing, and I was like, wow, this is such a dream. So after the interview was completed, I went home, and at the time I was still in South Carolina just awaiting. Long story short, I got the job, and it was after a really interesting audition that I had to do where there was a little mannequin head on a desk, and I had to give a princess experience to the mannequin head. I had to style her hair in a little ponytail, something really simple, while talking to her and making sure she felt beautiful. And it was so much fun. So I was really glad that it paid off, and I was able to move into Cinderella's castle where I studied Bibbidi Bobbidi magic with Fairy Godmother herself. So those are times that I'll cherish forever. Like I said, I had no cosmetology experience, but I did have storytelling experience. I think the fact that I had that experience telling stories and loving characters, I think that's what helped a lot. Also, I'm just really grateful for the wonderful people who were able to just listen and hear my reason, my why for wanting to be a part of Disney. It wasn't just the experience. They saw that I was passionate, and so for that, I'm very grateful to have been given the opportunity. Now, the trick to standing on your feet for 8 hours a day, because as a fairy godmother in training, you are fluttering all about, you're playing with princesses, you're transforming knights, you are doing all kinds of things, running errands for fairy godmother, and so you have to be on your toes. Now, a lot of the day you're doing hair in the same spot, and so yes, your feet can get a little tired. So the trick that me and my fairy godmother friends had is all throughout the day we had a lovely Princess Tea Party soundtrack playing in the background. So anytime we get tired, we would have to do a little dance. There was one song where Cinderella and Snow White and Aurora, all of them were singing, and Snow White would say, "Everybody clap your hands," and then you'd all just skip around. So the key to standing on your feet 8 hours a day is just dance, dance, dance. How many princesses did we do on average a day, you might ask? We would have reservations upwards between like 350 to 400 a day, depending on the time of year, which is a lot, but we had many fairy godmothers. The castle side, if you were going to be doing hair for the day, you probably do about 10 children a day, and that was so magical because you were able to spend a little extra time with each child to learn more about their story, what adventures they had had so far in the Magic Kingdom, what their dreams and aspirations are, and you just get to kind of dote on them and make them feel beautiful and remind them that they're special. Now, if you were in the chateau next door helping children pick out their dresses and their accessories, or if you're a knight picking out your cape and your helmet and your shield and all of that, then you would probably see a lot more people than just 10 because it's quicker paced. People are ready to get in the castle and get styled. So you'd probably see, I don't even know, many children. Summary of that is you get to meet many wonderful royal families throughout the day, and you don't forget any of them because each of them are special. So a lot of people wonder if I've always done makeup or hair for my friends, my family. To be honest, I have asked, and no one's really interested in me doing their hair and makeup in my family. However, my mother has always been kind enough to let me do a braid or two on her hair, sometimes a little princess bun with a tiara, just for fun. The most memorable experience I've had in the castle with a child would have to be my very own princess, Mary. She's my peach, that's what I call her. She's actually my niece. For her 5th birthday last year, she traveled to the Magic Kingdom and she came into the chateau, checked in, and guess who got to be her fairy godmother in training that day? I did. So I was very grateful to be able to celebrate her birthday with her in our favorite place while getting to be her fairy. So I helped her pick out her gown, and then we traveled from the chateau to the castle together, and we just had the sweetest time, you know, painting nails, doing colorful makeup, and styling her hair. And it's something that I'll forever cherish. Now, here's another reason why it's my favorite. So tradition in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is that you're in school for 1,000 years. And when you turn 1,000 years old, you graduate from Fairy Godmother Training School, you earn your wings, and you get your forever princess. So the last person that you spend time transforming into a princess or a knight, whatever, they become your forever child, your forever princess. And so I actually celebrated her birthday with her last March, and that happened to be my last day in the castle before closures from the pandemic happened. So my very last princess, without even realizing it, happened to be my sweet Mary. Now, my favorite Disney princess is Jasmine. I'm very loyal to her. She's never far away. She's right here. I love her so much. She's my very favorite princess because she's very bold and courageous. She's strong. She knows what she wants, and she's still respectful. So I really appreciate that about her. She respects her father while also respecting herself and her own wishes. This is actually a really fun story. So when I graduated from college, I still had aspirations of being a part of Disney, whether it be in film, animation, or whether it be in the parks. I had no idea. I just felt in my heart of hearts that it was going to happen, and it's something that I had prayed about for quite some time. And so the day before I graduated, I actually decorated my graduation cap, as many people do. And I honestly just went to the nearest craft store and got some really cute stickers that inspired me and made me feel happy. And so this is actually my graduation cap. Cinderella's Castle, Little Tinkerbell, Dream Big. And the sweet thing about this is not only did the dream of being a part of the Disney family, did that come true, but being right in there. Well, right about here. So this is something sweet that I can take with me always. Now, currently, I am Fairy Christal from Mystic Waters with Fairytale Enchantment Events. So after the close of the boutique, I realized there were so many families who were missing the opportunity of having their little children feel extra royal and special. And so I, and actually some of my other fairy friends from the boutique, decided to just branch off and share magic with families on our own. So I created Fairytale Enchantment Events, which is a sweet business where I get to travel to people, whether it be in their resorts or their homes, for birthday parties, for park days, and I bring my little magic wand and some fairy dust, and we make wishes come true. So whether you have a little girl who has a dream of becoming a princess, which she's been a princess all along, I just want to help her realize that, or whether you have a nice noble gent who wants to defend his family and slay dragons and fight pirates. Maybe he wants to become a knight of the royal kingdom. So I help transform little boys into knights, and also a really fun surprise that I've yet to add to my Facebook page is the pirate experience that I call Keepers of the Treasure. Now, that's actually a top secret storyline. So if you would like to be a part of that experience, you'll just have to wait and see. Book with me. Now, you can find details all about the experience on facebook.com/Fairytale Enchantment Events. Now, if you go to the services page, you'll see all the different hairstyle packages that you can choose from. There's everything from the classic princess, the going to a ball bun, there's the candy princess, and the braided beauty. So there's a little something for everyone, whether you want your hair nice and regal up top with a tiara and a beautiful butterfly clip, or if you want something fun that swishes in the back when you're skipping throughout the day, then you might want the candy princess. But I won't say too much. I'll leave a little bit to your imagination, so you'll want to go check it out later. But also for the knights, we have swords and shields, we have tattoos, if you like tattoos, and little dragons that you can slay. Now for the pirates, like I said, that's top secret, but you wouldn't want to miss that. It's perfect for girls and boys. There's a little something for everyone, so be sure to check it out soon. This is something that I have loved getting to do because I love working with children and I love helping to make dreams come true. And while the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique inspired me, it really just gave me a boost to be more creative and to come up with new storylines. So while it is similar to the experience at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, I try to personalize it, make it custom and unique with different stories from my fairy village of Mystic Waters. You may hear about my mermaid friend Clarissa, or my friend Belinda who takes care of all the blueberry bushes, because we have lots of tea parties with blueberry tea, so she makes sure they're nice and plump for us. I would love to have you visit my page and hopefully meet your royal family on your next visit to Orlando, Florida. And now I would just like to thank this wonderful site for featuring me. Like I said, I love everything Disney, and although I've been laid off from my role at Disney, I'm very grateful for the experiences I had because I've learned so much, not only about how wonderful Disney is and why they're able to be so successful in making wishes come true for families, but it's taught me a lot about myself. It's taught me to not give up, to go the distance, as Hercules would say. And as I mentioned before, I just feel so blessed for this opportunity. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience with Disney, with Mickey Mouse, and a little bit about myself as Fairy Christal of Fairytale Enchantment Events. Now, I'm going to leave you with a little magic. Close your eyes, make a wish, dream a special dream. May joy and laughter fill your heart as you go and do big things. Walk with kindness, walk with grace, and forever royal you will reign. Well, my dust didn't work, but you get the picture. Nice to meet you all.